Take us back to your roots in, growing up in Cuba.
61.
What were some of the musical impressions that really made an impact on your career?
As a kid, my parents would take my brother and me to actual clubs because they loved to go dancing. And Havana was full of live music wherever you went, and then we had las comparsas, which was like los carnavales. We lived near El Malecón. The big stars, of course, me living in Havana, they were all performing there. Celia Cruz, Benny Moré, La Orquesta Aragón, La Sonora Matancera, and to me, it wasn't like, oh, this is Cuban or Afro-Cuban music. To me, it was just music, in general. And I absorbed it all. One of my biggest influences for my internal clock as a musician was going to bed just about every single night. The kids in the neighborhood would gather around a car that was parked, and my room was next to the balcony that would face the street. So the kids, you could hear like two kids first gathering around the car, and they would use coins, and they would start doing beats, and they would pick like a fender of the car, the hubcap. They all had different sounds, and before you know it, it's like you got 10 kids at least beating on this car, and that would be like this flow of rhythm going on, and that's how I would go to sleep, every night,
That's
without
amazing.
knowing, without realizing what kind of an effect it would have for the rest of my life. But that was just part of the culture, being raised by the culture, influenced by the culture.
Game Changers. Watch the full episode now on YouTube and subscribe.